Well, yeah. Well, actually, I like to think of less as a fear than actually an abiding hatred for all of that. Although I can deal with the unknown. It's just the whole life and the world thing that really annoys me sometimes. I think there's something to this whole tarot thing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't.
Despite the fact he handed me the deck upside down, and I thought I was going to be playing Hearts or Dungeons and Dragons or Shadowruns or one of these, Pokemons,
Yu-Gi-Ohs.
Yu-Gi-Ohs.
All right, what else do you have for us?
SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying?
What else do you have for us?
Okay, your third present card is the reverted Hierophant. I know that's a hard word.
Is that like an elephant or something like that?
No.
Because I'm also an expert at pachyderm evolution.
As you can see, there's no elephant on the card
No.
whatsoever. But this does mean that you have knowledge of the third kind. So I must ask you, Joe, have you been abducted?
No, actually, no. I haven't actually been alien abducted. So
That you remember.
yeah, that's true.
That you
That's
remember.
True. Well, the famous the Betty and Barney Hill case happened up in the White Mountains in New Hampshire. And we did used to hang up there a lot. So you never do know. I might have to find out about. Wait a minute, I was abducted.
Really?
You remember that? Because I was captured by the Imperial Stormtroopers that time.
Was Richard Dreyfuss there?
No, but he was there. Actually, he was there once when I did a dinner theater production of Jaws, and I played the Robert
You were
Shaw
awesome
part.
in that. I love
Yeah,
that.
I know. Maybe I should do my Robert Shaw.
Wait a
right
minute.
now.
That time when you
The
and
USS
Kenny said you were
Indianapolis.
going to Dunkin' Donuts in East Boston, you were gone an awful long time.
You know what? I don't remember a lot of it.
Yeah,
So I think
I mean,
I think there's something to
Yeah, Kenny might have
this
been-
this whole tarot thing. This is quite a nice.
Well-
except for that fool part.
Let's see what the last card holds
The last
for
card
us.
is your
Yeah.
future. And that is
Okay.
the one that's the most important. It
Hold
is a
on,
revert-
folks. The future.
The future.
The future.
The reverted Knight of Cups. Now, this one has me concerned the most. This means that you are a
They've all had you concerned
lizard.
the most.
A lizard.
A lizard in a Romeo disguise. Were you a Sleestack in a past life?
No, but you know what? I did kind of like that girl on Land of the Lost with the pigtails. So I'm thinking that maybe there is something there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe at some point I was in that prehistoric valley that was in the Land of the Lost, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I was hanging with the Sleestacks, or who knows? Maybe I had an ex-wife that I thought might have been some kind of lizard woman, a dragon lady to say the least. So maybe I was married to a Sleestack. And I'm thinking that there is something to all of this.
Well, to hear her side of the story, you started out as a Romeo, but were a lizard in disguise. I don't agree. That's her side of the story, but that was messy.
Yeah.
You could also be taking a part in the future V recast.
That's true.
There would be a lizard in a Romeo disguise.
Yeah, folks, if there's any producers out there,
Actually, we were thinking about doing a joint Weymouth After Dark and V kind of crossover production, but we haven't quite
Yeah,
figured out how to do that
yeah.
yet. Folks, this is fascinating. Do either of you, Madam Mercy or Madam Marian, do either of you have any last words or advice to Joe based on the reading that we just saw live today on Weymouth After Dark?
Tread carefully. Do not go into the bad side. Stay away from Darth Vader. No picnics with Sleestacks.
Okay.
And most importantly,
It's
Joe,
not wear sunscreen, is it? Because that.
you have to let go of the vitamins.
Oh, you're right.
You
You're right.
have
I
to
gotta
let
learn
go
to
of
live.
the
You know what?
vitamins.
You know what? I think you're right. This is what I think. That's what I think of your vitamins there.
You'll pick that up later, Kim, I promise.
Yeah.
So I know you've got a candle there. Is there any special significance to that candle?
Yes, it's to help with the whole energy and everything else during the reading.
We call them spirit candles.
Very good.
Well, I don't know. I don't have any energy.
That's why she's
So-
sitting next to Frank.
Okay. There we go.
Well, I've got all the energy. The last question, then I'll let you go. The future. How much control do we have over it?
Ooh, well, they like to say that your destiny is pre-written. It's not. We'll say footnotes are written.
Okay.
Events in your lives are coming to be, but the outcome of those events is all up to you. I want to say, I'd listen to Gandalf when it comes to it, that the future is never really written in stone. It's what you do with your time that matters.
Folks,
So I'm gonna take a nap. Then.
some words to abide
karma
by.
needs
I
help.
would like to thank both of our guests.
Thank
Thank you very
We'd
much.
like to thank you.
Thank
We'd
you
like to
very
do your
much.
future sometime.
Well, yes. Well,
Maybe in the future you
Yeah,
can do
maybe
that.
maybe in 40 years on February 17th in our second episode. Folks, I'd like to thank both of our guests here. Joe, any last words about this reading? Are you okay? You know, the world watching. What do you think? Romeo.
Yeah, that was the most accurate part. That's what I think. Because some of us, they're just born to be Casanovas.
All right.
Something
Anyway,
like
folks.
that. Even if it is with lizard
Folks.
women.
Bring her husband into this.
Now, yes, thanks to both of our guests. In just a moment, we have another special feature for you. The hits just keep coming today on Weymouth After Dark. Thank you. Folks, welcome back to Weymouth After Dark. I'm Frank, your host. If you're just joining us,
It's been so
the
long.
best 7 minutes of local access television yet are coming your way, because we are joined by a person, and I can't tell you how many emails, phone calls, telegrams, and so forth I get regarding this person. Rockin Rob Centarpio. He is back, folks. There he is.
Most of them are
Rockin'
actually
Rob.
sent by Rob himself.
Well, some of them aren't. Rockin Rob Centarpio, thank you for joining us today
Frank.
on Weymouth After Dark.
Yo,
Yes, thank you, Rob.
He needs a little introduction,
Rob.
but I'll tell him anyway.
Keep on rocking.
World's biggest Beatles fan.
Yeah.
Almost made a saint by the Catholic
Can we
Roman
get the-
Catholic Church.
can we get the
That didn't
graphic
happen,
up
but
there?
They tried.
Can we get the graphic up there?
Here he is, the one and only Rockin Rob Centarpio, getting back to where he once belonged. Rob, what have you been up to since we last saw you on Weymouth After Dark?
Well, Frank, it's been a whirlwind tour. I've been on tour with the Stones, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they actually.
Yeah,
had me go
I
on
thought
there.
I saw you in that movie they did with Martin Scorsese or whatever it is.
Well, folks, that proves that they do have somebody behind the curtain playing the music instead of them. All right, well, Rockin Rob, what else have you been doing?
You know, speak of vitamins, I had to give Keith his vitamins every day.
There you
What
go.
else have you been up to, Rockin Rob? I see that you've become too big for the short microphones, and you need your own handheld one now.
yeah.
He's like Sinatra. He's like Sinatra. Actually, can we see that, Rob?
Yeah, it's a real joke.
Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night.
Rob,
What
could
were
you please
the
remove that
chances?
microphone from Frankie's hands there?
You know,
all Frank
I have
tonight.
tamed the wild animals. I have seen the zebra, but there is no tame in jail, though.
Fair
There is
enough.
None.
Fair enough.
That's
Tame the zebra,
what my
but not
dragon lizard woman wife
Rockin' Rob,
learned. You know.
for the benefit and education of our viewers, the zebra. White with black stripes, black with white stripes. Which one is the basic color
Well,
of the zebra?
you know, it's either half full or half empty, you know.
Wise. Rockin' Rob, I have read that you've been all around this world. That
London
you've
to
traveled.
L.A. Go ahead.
You've traveled.
Rob, get on the mic.
mic.
You traveled to 7 continents plus Antarctica, traveling around the world. Tell us a little bit.
It was cold out there, you know.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. I saw some of the footage on YouTube. Tell us a
Rob
little
actually
bit.
captured the polar bear that used to be at the Stoneham Zoo and brought it
Whole Express.
to Stoneham.
Major?
He took the Polar Express up there, got off,
Right,
captured a
Rob,
polar
then
bear,
went
and
to
brought
you,
it back to
RJ.
Stoneham.
Tell
You know
us a
what I'm
little
saying?
bit about your world travels. I see you've got a hat. Tell us what you've been doing. You've been to numerous countries throughout the world.
Yeah, I've been in, you know, the U.S., Canada. I was in Canada, but they kept offering me a big steak. I don't know why.
All right. Well, offering you a steak, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
A moose steak. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sure.
It's a delicacy in some parts of Maine.
Yeah,
actually.
that's true.
Rob, with the microphone there, I'm thinking, Rob, what I think all of who's thinking, get on the mic. Let's see your freestyle skills.
No,
No,
thank you.
Rockin' Rob,
Why
I
don't you do some rapping?
I
you
looked
know?
at your.
No.
My-
I
you
looked-
know.
Rockin' Rob Centavia does not do rap, okay?
Okay.
Well, so he says. I looked at your website. There was a
you
picture of
did?
you with a clock around
Wow,
your neck.
you was the only one.
I looked at your website, rockinrob.net. Apparently saving a little money on the .com. And I looked at Rockin' Rob, that's no G, folks, rockinrob.net. And on there was a special message about how you're looking to heal the world. Tell me about that.
Heal the world, yes.
That's your own words on the
it-
website.
it-
You're looking to heal the world.
It is true, but I'm like some people, some singers out there that keep saying that we heal the world. I go out and do it because I'm Rockin' Rob. I heal the world, and I do have some breaking news.
Yes.
Breaking news. All right. I was in Italy recently.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been traveling around the world trying to get my sainthood.
Yes.
Okay.
We know he was trying to become a saint. Yes.
Now, as we all know, that we all saw me in my domain up there in East Boston.
Yes.
We all saw that.
We all saw that.
Yeah.
That close to becoming a saint.
That close.
close.
But I have news.
Yes.
I have news.
Yeah.
I was talking to Ray Flynn. I don't know if you all know him.
Oh, who doesn't know Ray Flynn? Yes.
Okay, he was there because he was at the Vatican.
Yes.
He was the mayor of Boston
Yeah.
during the 80s,
Yeah.
folks.
Just in case
Anybody
we
doesn't
weren't
remember.
alive during the time. Anyway, So I was talking to the Pope. I said, hey, come on, Pope. You know, I do a lot for East Boston, and I do a lot for charities.
Get the rap hand gestures down.
All right, and
And he said, drum roll, please. He said no, but that's okay because now I am the clear myself saint of East Boston.
well, folks, if Ray Flynn doesn't work, maybe Mel King can pull some strings for you. But Rockin Rob, last question. We know you're the world's biggest Beatle fan. What Beatles song best sums up your life at this point right now?
Do you know? I would have to say Hotel California.
We love you, Rockin Rob. What can I say?
All right.
I think we have to do
We have the whole results.
We have the results.
say
of
one
the
thing?
poll.
Very quickly.
We've only got 1 minute left.
Okay. Since we did not put in the Robert Char log, can I have some Robert Char over here?
Maybe during the
No.
credits, but we have a poll result coming right now.
The word of the
Focus,
day
guys.
is laconic, Rob.
Weymouth
We only
After
have 30
Dark.
seconds left.
You remember the vote. Toussaint Louverture versus Rolf. The winner,
Is
the one and only
Paul
Paul Pierce, because
And that's the truth. Yeah,
the
exactly.
truth will set you free.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce getting quite a few
Paul
votes,
Pierce is the man. I'm saying.
apparently,
Yeah.
and he's squeaked
He's
by a
hanging with you
victory.
now, Rob, all over the
Folks,
world. Here's your Robert
I would
Shaw.
like to
Here's
thank
your Robert Shaw. Hooper
Jessica.
drives the boat, Chief.
There you go.
Both of the fortune tellers, Nicole, Rockin Rob, Joe,
That's me.
Kim, all of our friends at
All glorious
DoorstepNation.com,
fleeting.
Johnny, and all of our friends throughout the world. Join us
Dave.
next week, as well as 40 years from now for the
Chris.
Gold Show. Thank you very much, and we will see you soon on Weymouth
Ray
After Dark.
Flynn.
St. Rob.